was very lucky because at a folk festival I wanted to attend, someone was standing saying, I have an extra ticket. And I said, great, I want a ticket. How much? He said, oh, no, you can be my date. And I thought, oh, this is good. This being single is really great.
And there was one day when I opened up my email and there were 203 men or 206 men who were interested in me. That was a huge moment for me. It was like, okay, I lost one. And there was grief around that. But look, Don, there's 206 other guys who are interested in you.
Yeah, people put up pictures, men put up pictures of themselves that were 15 years ago. So when you meet them, they're like, okay, these pictures don't, who you are today and that picture that you have on the internet, those don't match.
So I've learned that I should ask, are your photos recent?
I have some friends who swear by it. I did not have a good experience with that, so I just decided I'm not putting a lot of energy into that.
I like to chat on the phone, email a little bit, chat on the phone because I could screen people's voices. A public place. I've even asked for IDs. Not every time. I think that's a good thing to do, actually.
I'm a real person, so I meet people, I meet men in the normal ways. At the supermarket, at a book fair, out in the world. That's how I meet them. They start up some conversation. If I like the person, then I'm engaged in the conversation. We're looking at each other, we're smiling.
I think I've developed a slightly better radar about people who are possibilities, although I do fluctuate back and forth between thinking, oh, I'm being too picky, I should give people a chance, to giving people a chance and thinking, oh, I should have seen that coming. It's tricky.
I used to go out and practice, I'd go out to bars and how do you sit at the bar in a way that indicates I'm open and available? And I watched myself, be uncomfortable at the bar and then say, okay, throw your shoulders back down, put your hip like this. Oh, you know what? Being out here alone is way too scary.
I had one male friend who kind of hung in through a couple of marriages. And what I loved about that friend is that he always really told me the truth about men.
So then I'd invite some girlfriends out, and this is where I created a whole group of girlfriends who we started studying all this stuff and having the conversations together, watching movies and things like that.
A man sees a woman that he might be interested in, so he does an overall sweep. Then, if she looks back, direct eye contact, look away, look back, direct eye contact. Now, if she gives an engaging smile, 9 times out of 10, that man's going to find his way around to talk to her. He may be way over here, but now he is going to circle and find his way. So I tested my friend's theory, and he was absolutely correct.
And if I happen to run into somebody and he's interested, I begin to explore my options, because I have choices too. I don't even have to go on a first date if I don't, there's like I have some prereqs for even me and you hanging out.
Oh, I like tango and swing. It's a social scene, but not a sex scene. They're single people, they're all ages. It's very friendly, and I like it because you get the hit of male attention and the physical contact, especially in close embrace tango, when you have a connection chest to chest and move as one person.
Asking a person, what's your name? Let's get a first and last. Where do you live? Where'd you grow up? You know what I mean? Yeah, how many kids you have? Do you have any girlfriends? How many have you had? Really? What was the last one like? Yeah. Does she still think you're her boyfriend? Do you have, is this do you have open or closed relationships? You know what I mean? Get some information.
I think first dates are nervous, or anxiety creating for a lot of people. So I try to cut a little slack for that.
The first thing I like to say is no sex on the first date. I try to encourage you know, the people that I mentor, I work with, my children, hang out. And hanging out, I mean, seriously, hang out and dialogue.
Just go for the coffee. Go. It's not a date. Go for the coffee. And actually trying to pull myself together to go for coffee. What was amazing is I felt like so happy after having someone else focus on me, and it wasn't any point of misery. Someone who was making an effort to make you happy. That felt really good, you know, and telling my friend about it later. So how did coffee go? You know, do you think you're going to go back out with coffee?
First man I reconnected with post-divorce, I was willing to give this guy everything. My life, my heart, it's what I wanted. By the fifth guy, I was not willing to turn over everything.
I don't have to chase after men. So I'd go out with a couple of people, it didn't work out. I didn't like the way I was treated or dealt with, or there was not any kind of connection. Then I could just, okay, this is not for me. Not for me.
I have to remember who I am, whose I am, and that I'm worthy, you know, of to be loved. And I have choices.